So something very strange is going on with the Acolyte. So yesterday it came out that, well, 2 days ago I think, that the Acolyte was not getting a second season. That Disney made the decision to not give the Acolyte a second season, likely because of the bad viewership it got, and people gave it a chance, they dropped it, and it is what it is. But something else is now going on. So on the official Disney online store, all merchandise related to the Acolyte has been removed from the Disney store. Literally, and there's been several people talking about this. It's gone. And Screen Time here says if you click on any hyperlinks containing product by searching online, you are met with this page. So Disney has taken down all of its Acolyte merch. Now, you have to understand there have been other Disney Plus shows that have not performed well. There have been other Star Wars movies that were very poorly received. This is not the first time that a Disney product on Disney Plus, a show, has been torn to shreds. Let's not forget that Secret Invasion and She-Hulk got it real bad, and there's still merchandise based on those characters. At least I think there is. I haven't looked, but I'm going to assume there is. Still merchandise behind like those shows that people can buy. Because obviously She-Hulk is going to come back in another movie, probably the Avengers movie. You'd think she might make a cameo there or something. And obviously Nick Fury still is around, so they couldn't just totally get rid of it. But this really seems like something a bit extra. Now, apparently, and I didn't know this till somebody told me, but apparently Willow, the show that Disney Plus put up, the show that that was a sequel to the movie, classic movie by the way, from the I think it was the late 80s, right? I have it. But I forget the year exactly. But anyways, I didn't get to watch the show. I wasn't that interested in it from the get-go. But apparently they took it off of Disney Plus. And again, it's weird for a company that, like a streaming service, to get rid of something that they own themselves. Meaning, unless it was some kind of controversy, like, for example, Song of the South, that Disney does not recognize as a animated classic for various reasons. They think it's racial. And that's a whole other can of worms. But that's been sort of almost totally erased from like Disney's history, even though it's obviously never going to be really erased because it's history. You can't really erase history when it comes to media and things like that in this era of the internet. So for them to get rid of all the Acolyte merch, I don't understand why. The show still had its fans. There were still people, because I saw it, who liked the show. There were still people who were actually genuinely upset it got canceled. They could have still bought your stuff. In fact, if they kept the merchandise up and there were a bunch of like merchandise sales, that may actually convince the corporate office that maybe people do want a second season. I mean, they don't, but some do, right? But Disney's just taking it completely off the store. Are they trying to like wipe the entire show from the canon? Like, is that what they're trying to do? Are they trying to pretend like the show didn't exist? This is very, very strange. Again, there are certain circumstances where a corporation will erase something. They don't have the Michael Jackson episode of The Simpsons on Disney Plus because of the Finding Neverland or Leaving Neverland documentary that was very controversial. I have my own issues with that, but that's at least understandable. You kind of get it. Chris Benoit, after he committed murder and killed his wife and kid, WWE has almost wiped him completely out. It's not like they've deleted his matches, but when the WWE Network existed, they had a listing of matches. You could not search for his matches, and his name was always like not shown. So if there was a wrestling match like Chris Benoit versus Conan, it would say Conan in action instead of Chris Benoit versus Conan, because they did not promote his matches or his name. They stopped selling his documentary. They just didn't wipe him totally. Like you could still watch his stuff, but they didn't promote it. This is even more extreme because now all the merch is gone. So does that mean that the Acolyte itself will be removed from Disney Plus? You know what? By the time this video comes out, it's possible. But why? I want to know why that choice was made. Why was that decision made? Like, look, I was not a fan of the Acolyte. I didn't like it. I thought the writing was crap. But some people liked it. And if you liked it, great. Like, listen, if you liked it, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But some people like the show. And I've never seen them just strike an entire, subgenre, a section of Star Wars out. What does this mean? Are they embarrassed by the show? Like, what happened? I would love to be a fly on the wall at Disney/Lucasfilm in that meeting, because I don't know if we're ever going to get the real story about why. You're going to get your grifters who are going to probably say they think they know why and they heard rumors. I don't believe anything. Unless I talk to somebody who I trust, or if they say it themselves, I don't know what the reason is for this. But it's very, very strange. So again, all Acolyte merch has been removed from the Disney store. Very weird. What do you think? Let me know down below.